Blues Society. All right, everybody, I need your attention. As if you don't already know, this gentleman was born in Georgia in the late 50s. He acquired his first guitar at the age of 7, and he discovered blues during the British invasion years and the Southern Rockers as the Allman Brothers Band.
Yeah.
According to music critic Tom Clark, no one lights up a room like Atlanta's blues roaring vocalist and soul-shaking guitar, Tinsley Ellis. He brings high-energy Southern blues rock to fans all across the country, as many of us have known for many, many years. According to Blues Music magazine, Tinsley is the hardest working man in blues rock, both on the guitar and his full-throated vocals. With 20 albums under his belt and millions of miles that he's traveled, Tinsley has become an elder statesman of the blues world as we know it today. Nominated in 2023 for 2 Blues Music Awards, one for Blues Rock Album and one for Blues Rock Musician. Alligator recording artist, Mr. Tinsley Ellis.
Well, all right. How y'all doing tonight? Well, I work. What have I got to show? The only thing you give me is just this hard way to go. I'm gonna throw up both my hands. I've got to holler, what's the use? Well, I oughta, but I ain't oh, Lord, I'm gonna cut you loose. Well, I'm full, right up to my neck. And the only time you ever sweet to me, woman, is when I break my paycheck. I'm gonna throw up both my hands. I've gotta holler, what's the use? Well, I oughta, but I ain't oh, Lord, I'm gonna cut you loose. Supposing I quit you, baby, I better shake my curse. 'Cause I can find me a good loving woman that she could be bad or worse. I'm gonna throw up both my hands. I've gotta holler, what's the use? Oh, what's the use? Well, I oughta, but I ain't oh, Lord, I'm gonna cut you loose. Well, I work. What have I got to show? The only thing you give me is just this hard way to go. I'm gonna throw up both my hands. I've gotta holler, what's the use? Well, I oughta, but I ain't oh, Lord, I'm gonna cut you loose. Gonna cut you loose. I'm gonna cut you loose. I don't need dark day to remember when I meet her other man. It'll be a dark day to remember when I meet her other man. Woo! Thanks, y'all. Now when the girl reached the age of 18, she began to think she's grown. And that's the kind of little girl you know you can't never find at home. Come see me early in the morning, baby, about the break of day. Man, you ought to see me hug my pillow where my baby she used to lay. One drink of wine, 2 drinks of gin. A red-headed woman put me in the shape that I'm in. Come see me early in the morning, baby, about the break of day. Man, you ought to see me hug my pillow where my baby she used to lay. Passed by the juke joint, peeped in through the door. She was doing the boogie woogie down across the middle of the floor. And come see me early in the morning, baby, about the break of day. Man, you ought to see me hug my pillow where my baby she used to lay. Y'all, can you dig it? Man, it's really great to be back here in Florida. I grew up down in Hollywood, Florida, which is in Broward County. No applause for Broward County here. No love. And I was willing to die for my county. Not quite, but anyway. It is great to be here tonight doing the songs in a stripped down way, doing the blues for you. like it was done originally, you know, before amplifiers and stuff like that. But I do have a newish CD out, newest album out. It's called Devil May Care. And then I think she talked about that earlier in her list of lies that she was trotting out here. Some of them I like very much, but except for the elder statesman thing. Can I just be a statesman? Do I have to be an elder statesman? But anyway, yeah, the album came out last year, and so it's still relatively new. And I got to tell you, I've got high hopes and low expectations, so it ought to work out okay. But I'm going to do a couple songs for you right now off the new album, and this is a song that I wrote after my late bass player, the evil one. He played with me many times at the junkyard and places like that back in the day, and he came and left my organization, no telling how many times, 4 or 5 different times, and but we went all over the world together. We saw the Kremlin and we saw the Coral Sea and went all over Amsterdam, of course. And we lost him a couple years ago, and I'd always hoped to be able to do one more tour with him because he was really fun to play and record with. He was from Mississippi, and he worked there at the Harley-Davidson dealership there in Memphis, working on the old bikes. He didn't do the computer thing, you know, he worked on the old shovel heads and stuff like that. And anyway, I wrote this song when he passed. It's called One Last Ride.
Try to leave this all behind and bury it in my mind in sorrow. I finally mustered up the nerve to swallow all my pride. Same old dream, one last try. Pretending about the way it all went down, but that's okay. There ain't no rearview mirror gonna help me find a brighter yesterday. It all went down so quickly and left me mystified. You join me, one last ride, one last ride. Didn't choose this way of life, this way of life chose me. Too late to walk away, set in my own ways, it's plain to see. It beats just like that time before, when we took off for Telluride. You join me, one last ride.
pain. Nasty little habit really got under my skin. You about to do me in. Smoked a lot of reefer, drink me a whole lot of wine, up all night on powder and pills, just to get you off of my mind. Nasty little habit turned into a lifetime of sin. Without you, about to do me in. Without it, 28 days alone. How much longer till I'm over it? I wanna see you, but I won't. Doing the taste, I'm right back in the hell I was before. 28 days without you still ain't done. 28 days without your love. Thanks. So those are a couple of songs off of the new Devil May Care album. And I was really glad when one of the album reviewers said that Devil May Care was a love letter to the Allman Brothers Band. You know, because that was my favorite band growing up here in Georgia and Florida. Still is, really, if you think about it, for me at least. I just think they did it all, you know? And I think about them cutting a wide path through this part of Florida probably when they were teenagers, right? And I would have liked to have seen that. But playing in Daytona and Orlando and Jacksonville and places like that. And I actually got a chance. I never would have thought this would have happened as a teenager, but I actually got a chance to sit in with the Allman Brothers a few times through some of the new guys in the group, you know. They got me up there with Dickie and Greg, and I would have never believed that as a kid. And Greg Allman, he, every time he would see me, he would call me Ellis Tinsley. And I never corrected him once. I was just happy to be in there somewhere with him, you know, and I wasn't going to correct him. And then the last time I played with them was their last show in Atlanta at the Lakewood or at the Verizon Amphitheater, and he called me Tinsley Ellis there that night. So I felt like I had made some progress, right? But he was a funny guy, and I mean, we got wild a long time ago before we both kind of cleaned up our act, but
they would have a word with Greg Allman, and he would say, well, he'd go, I am to moderation what Raymond Burr was to pole vaulting. And yeah, that's kind of a beatnik thing to say, but for those of you old enough to know even who the hell Raymond Burr is, but he didn't really look like he would be a very good pole vaulter. But I guess if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right? So I enjoy doing some of their music, especially in this format. So I'm going to do one that Greg recorded in Macon, Georgia at Capricorn Studios in 1970, maybe 73 or something like that, 72, 73.
In Memphis, destination road. But Georgia ain't no paradise, no place I could call home. I sat next to a broken-hearted bride. She was crying, trying so hard to hide her selfish sorrow. Tried to get her talking, she didn't have much to say. She asked me for a map to death row, but I didn't know the way. She had lost $1 million in the game. I wouldn't look out my window at the pine trees in the rain. It wasn't her day. A multicolored lady, you ain't like no rainbow I've ever seen. A multicolored lady, passion blue, but mostly shades of green. The midnight came and brought more rain. Nothing seemed to ease her pain. The hours that we talked seemed like minutes, all in vain. I watched her endless teardrops running wild. By, sometime after a while, she started smiling. A multicolored lady, you ain't like no rainbow I've ever known. A multicolored lady, come go with me, I'll take you to my home. And oh, and by the way, I'm bound to roam. Thanks.
Let me get a little more of this guitar up here in the wedge if I could, please, sir. Just a little more. We'll do a little bit of strumming here. That's nice. So, let me see what y'all look like. Oh, hey, I didn't know you were here. Thanks for letting me do that, and I'm gonna do a little bit more strumming music, if that's all right. Oh, there's a limit. There's definitely a limit. And I'm fixing to cross it in a few minutes. So we lost a really good one when we lost David Crosby a couple weeks ago. And it's a soundtrack of my coming up in the 60s, you know, and every part of the country had somebody like a David Crosby in it, you know, and here in Florida we had Dwayne and Greg Allman, and like the Bay Area they had Jerry Garcia, and up around the Great Lakes, Bob Dylan, and they're the ones that, they're the reason why bands don't dress alike anymore, because, you know, there's a time in the 1960s where all the bands dressed alike and they wore the skinny ties and jackets without lapels and stuff. Really nerdy looking shit like that, you know, and then along comes bands like the Byrds, you know, and they're dressed in blue jeans and t-shirts and stuff, and they got kind of shaggy hair, and I go, man, this shit is changing, you know, and they're countercultural figures in addition to being musicians, and so the David Crosby one hit me real hard, you know. And so I'm going to send this song out in his memory. I'm gonna switch it up real fast and put on this shiny thing over here. Damn leg's gone to sleep though. I don't want to fall over in Sanford like the old days, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Blame it on the leg. It was my leg's fault. Thanks, brother. Thank you. Doing great. So, a few years back, I had a chance to be a part of a tour that went all over America. The name of the tour was Blues at the Crossroads. And we didn't play, actually we did play, we played a place in Blues at the Crossroads, played in Tampa, or St. Pete somewhere, big place. But that tour we went around celebrating the music of Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf. Now wait a minute, I said Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf. All right, easy now. And that's more like it. And it was really cool because we had some guys on the tour. Had some guys on the tour that actually recorded and performed with Muddy and Wolf. From Muddy Waters band, we had the great Bob Margolin on guitar. And from Howlin' Wolf's band and Bo Diddley's studio band, we had the late, great Jody Williams on guitar. And Jody, he had played on songs like Evil Going On and Who Do You Love, and he played on Spoonful. That's a good one, huh? But to me, the star of the whole tour was the 79-year-old James Cotton. And James Cotton brought the spirit of Muddy Waters Newport into the house every damn night. And the Fabulous Thunderbirds backed us all up, so it was quite a tour. Am I a name dropper or what? But this actually happened, so I can, unlike some of my other stories, this actually happened, and there was a chance for me to learn from these guys, you know, and they had learned from the masters themselves. So I'm going to play a song that I had been playing wrong for about, I don't know, like 40 years or something, and until Bob Margolin taught me the right way to play it backstage in Omaha, Nebraska. And Muddy Waters had taught it to him. It goes like this.
satisfied. Just can't keep from crying. Yeah. Oh yeah. Jump and shout, train be late, load I come strolling out. I'll be trouble, I'll be word in mind. No, I just can't be satisfied, just can't keep from crying. No, I just can't be satisfied, just can't keep from crying. Satisfied, just can't keep from crying. Yeah. So, back when I was a teenager, a long time ago, I was the annoying kid that would follow the old blues guys around. I'd ask them questions, and I want to get my picture made with them, and get their autograph, you know. And it all started out when a friend of mine, he and I were in junior high school, we were listening to records in his room. We were in there listening to something like Mike Bloomfield's Super Sessions or something like that. And his older brother came in the room and said, man, I hear you kids getting into this Mike Bloomfield, and you're getting into Johnny Winter and Cream. And his older brother said, there's a guy y'all got to go see because he's the one they're all getting this music from. And I'll never forget, he said, we said, who is it we got to go see? And he said, you got to go see BB King. And this was at a time where BB was playing hotel lounges for a week, you know, places smaller than this. Imagine going to see BB King every night in a small bar for a whole week. But he was playing there in North Miami Beach, near where I grew up, and he's playing at the Marco Polo Hotel in their lounge there. The name of the lounge, and keep in mind this is a perfectly normal name for a bar back in the early 70s, but it was called the Swingers Lounge. And I never actually saw any swinging going on there. I looked everywhere, but whoever played up there at the Swingers Lounge had to do something that I'm sure the bands hated to do. On the weekend, they had to do a teen matinee. And they shut down the bar, you know, and teenagers could come in there and hear the featured attraction for the week. You know, one week they would have like BB King, and the next week they would have like the Ramsey Lewis Trio or something like that, you know, blues and jazz. And so BB was playing there for a week, and he was doing the teen matinee, so my dad loaded up the station wagon, took us kids down there to see this guy that was supposed to be the man. Y'all know what? He was the man. And I sat right there in the front where you're sitting. I looked up at him, and all of a sudden I could see where Dwayne Allman and Dickie Betts and Mike Bloomfield and all the rest of the guys, I could see where they were all coming from, you know. Because I didn't know who I thought made that music up, but anyway, and then BB greeted us in the lobby for what seems like hours. It was like what is that noise? What is it? Aliens? Okay, cool. All right, there it is again. Is everything cool? All right. Because I'm up here to keep the order.
Aliens have invaded. Run! Okay, anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about BB. He was talking to us in the lobby, and he was so friendly. So I got the idea that all blues people must be like really friendly people, right? So the next guy I went to see was Howlin' Wolf. And he was playing out at a place west of Hollywood called the Hollywood Sportatorium. I mean, this place held like 10,000 people, no air conditioning or anything like that. But Wolf was playing out there, and so he comes off the stage. He's standing off to the side talking to his guitar player Hubert. And so I figure I'm gonna go meet Mr. Wolf, because Mr. King was such a nice man. Mr. Wolf must be a nice man too. So here I am, 1972, 15 years old. You do the math. And I'm walking towards Howlin' Wolf, and the closer I got to him, the bigger and scarier he looked. And I chickened out and went and got a Coca-Cola instead. I never got a chance to meet Howlin' Wolf, but anyway, I know that's like a ridiculously long build-up to this Wolf song I'm about to play, but every night during these acoustic shows, I do like to mention some of the men and some of the women that came up with this blues music in the first place, you know. Give them the respect they deserve. I sure as hell didn't make it up, that's for sure. My dad was a lawyer. Anyway, so here's a song Wolf did that night. I have a little red rooster, too lazy to crow for days. I have a little red rooster, too lazy to crow for days. Keep everything in the barnyard, upset in every way. Dogs begin to bark, hounds begin to howl. Come on now. Dogs begin to bark, people. Hounds begin to howl. Look out, stray cat. Little red roosters on the prowl. You see my red rooster? Please drive him home. You see my red rooster? Please drive him home. In the barnyard since
since my red rooster been gone. Yeah, sounded good. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna play 2 sets tonight. Can you hang out here with me? Yeah? That wasn't much of a yeah. All right, that's a better yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, watch your language. So I'm going to close out the first set with a song that I did on my Moment of Truth album, an album that sold well under 1 million copies for me. Thank you.
I have one.
You have one. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, this is a song that I didn't write. Gary Nicholson wrote this song. He's a Nashville songwriter, and I got the demo for the song in the form of a Nashville handshake. Y'all know what a Nashville handshake is? Well, I'm about to tell you. That's when you go to Nashville and you come up upon a Nashville songwriter and you shake their hand, and when you draw your hand back, you got a cassette tape in it of their songs. Anyway, he gave me the Nashville handshake, and I got this tune, and I did it. And I do hope you'll hang out, because on the break, I'm going to have some of the CDs and the vinyl over here for the side if you want to get one. No pressure, but I got them if you need them. And you do need them. Anyway, here's a song. This one's called Shadow of Doubt. Just another homesick child, tired of running wild, ready to stand trial and move on. Though I'm guilty in your sight, have some mercy tonight. I can't make it through this fight all alone. But oh Lord, don't make it easy. Keep me working till I work it on out. But please, please, won't you shine enough light on me till I'm free from the shadow of doubt. As I try to make some sense of this world I'm up against, well, I know my best defense is your love. As the shadow gets insane and the lessons full of pain, keep me calling out your name with love. But oh Lord, don't make it easy. Keep me working till I work it on out. But please, please, won't you shine enough light on me till I'm free from the shadow of doubt. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. Well, I whisper in the dark just shine enough light on me till I'm free from the shadow of doubt. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. Thank you. Let me take a little bit of a break. I got the CDs and got the vinyl over here. If you want to get one, y'all stick around. Great crowd. Yeah, great crowd. All right. Congratulations to everyone who competed. The competition was stiff. But I do want to thank you for sticking around tonight. You need meat, go to the market. You need bread, try the bakery. You need love, don't look no further, but just come on home to me. I gotta love somebody. I gotta love somebody. I gotta love somebody. Somebody gonna love me. You need grits, go to the grocery. You need fish, go to the sea. You need love, look for me, baby. Just come on home to me. I gotta love somebody. I gotta love somebody. I gotta love somebody. Somebody gonna love me. To the bank, dear. You need honey, look to the bee. You need love, don't go no further. Just come on home to me. I gotta love somebody. I gotta love somebody. I gotta love somebody. Somebody gonna love me. In the morning, about the break of day, that's where my baby went away. I cried and I pleaded, didn't do no good. Come back, baby, I wish you would. I love you, pretty baby, can't help myself. I wouldn't mistreat you for nobody else. Wish out drinking all night long. Send my baby on her way from home. But hugging and squeezing late at night made my baby feel alright. I tell her, pretty baby, what you trying to do? Can't love him, some other man too. I cried and I pleaded, didn't do no good. Said, come back, baby, I wish you would. Said, come back, baby, I wish you would. Come back, baby, I wish you would. Staying out drinking all night long. Drove my baby clean away from home. Hugging and squeezing late at night made my baby feel alright. I tell my pretty baby, what you trying to do? Can't love him or some other man too. Said, come back, baby, I wish you would. Said, come back, baby, I wish you would. I wish you would. I wish you would. I said, come back, baby, I wish you would. I'm going to do one for you right now by Buddy Guy and Junior Wells. You gotta help me. I can't do it all by myself. You gotta help me. I can't do it all by myself. If you don't help me, pretty woman, I gotta find somebody else. Might have to cook, might have to sew, might have to clean, baby, mop your floor, but you gotta help me. I can't do it all by myself. If you don't help me, pretty woman, I gotta find somebody else. Now when I walk, you walk with me. Now when I talk, baby, you talk to me. Oh, yeah. I can't do it all by myself. If you don't help me, pretty woman, I gotta find somebody else.
my favorite verse. Bring me my nightshirt, put on your morning gown. Bring me my nightshirt, put on your finest morning gown. 'Cause Lord, I don't feel much like sleeping, but I feel like laying down. You gotta help me. I can't do it all by myself. You gotta help me. I can't do it all by myself. If you don't help me, pretty woman, I gotta use somebody else. I once held her in my arms. She said she would always stay. But I was cruel. I treated her like a fool. I threw it all away. Once I held mountains in the palms of my hands, and rivers that ran through every day. And I must admit, I never knew what I had. I threw it all away. Love is all there is. It makes the world go round. Love and only love, it can't be denied. No matter what you think about it, you just won't be able to live without it. Take a tip from one who's tried. So if you find someone who gives you all of her love, take it to your heart, don't let it stray. One thing is certain, you will surely be a hurtin' if you throw it all away. If you throw it all away. Thanks so much. I think that was off of Dylan's Nashville Skyline. I'm not sure, but I think reaching into the cavities of my cranium to remember. But I'm going to do a song that I did on my Storm Warning album. This is an old Jimmy Reed number. You all know about Jimmy Reed, right? No? Yeah? One person with a loud whistle knows about Jimmy Reed. That works for me. That's enough license to do a song by him, I think. And I don't need no license, right? I don't need no stinking badges. This is one of those ones that goes like this. This is some drinking music. But frankly, what isn't? Come here, baby, help me to spin this gold. Come here, baby, help me to spin this gold. There's a place down the street where we can really, really rock and roll. Are filled up to the top with dough. Yeah, my pockets are filled up to the top with dough. Yes, I'm all dressed up. I ain't got no place to go. Well, the sun is shining on both sides of the street. Yeah, the sun is shining on both sides of the street. Got a smile on my face for every pretty girl that I meet. Now, baby, help me to spin this gold. Yes, I'm all dressed up. I ain't got no place to go. Can y'all sing it with me? Yes, I'm all dressed up. I ain't got no place to go. Not bad. Yes, I'm all dressed up. I ain't got no place to go. Ah, the dreaded sing-along. I gotcha. I gotcha. Out walking, I don't do that much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you, and all the times I had a chance to. Well, I've had a lover I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song. But it's just that I have been losing so long. These days I sit on the cornerstone and count the time in quarter tones till 10, my friend. And now I believe I want to see your face again. These days I sit on the cornerstone and count the time in quarter tones till 10, my friend. Please don't confront me with my failures. I'm aware of them. Hey, thanks. So I'm going to switch over here to the Mr. Shiny Pants and play some of this thing over here. Damn foot asleep again. Do something about that. Like to march around like you do on an airplane, right? Get the circulation going. Who's this guy anyway? Need a banana. Oh, all right. One of those round cushions. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thanks. You, brother. Thanks for hanging in here with me tonight. And on a school night. A school night, right? Well, let's see what we got over here in the lyrics sheet. We're doing good. I think that's just right. All right, let's see. Too many words. Boring. We'll go with this one right here, even though I just dissed it. So anyway, station and put me on a train. I got no expectation to pass this way again. Once I was a rich man. Like this before. Your heart is like a
my peace of mind. Our love was like the water that splashes on the stone. Our love is like the music, it's here and now it's gone. Take me to the airport and put me on a plane. I got no expectations to pass this way again. So there was a guy when I was first starting to get into like finger picking guitar. There's a guy, he's still around actually, I don't want to kill him off, but he grew up I think in Minnesota, and a heck of a acoustic guitar player by the name of Leo Kottke. You all know about Leo Kottke? He's a bad mofo, I tell you what. But I got his album, that black and white album that came out in 1970 or 71 or something like that, and evidently a lot of his open tunings and stuff influenced Duane Allman and songs like Little Martha and stuff like that, you know. But so anyway, Leo Kottke, I was playing, somebody mentioned earlier this nightclub I used to play out in Atlanta called the Harvest Moon Saloon, and this place went till like 4 in the morning, you know. And I was with it the whole time, shot for shot, you know. Hanging in there to 4, and it had another club, sister club. It was a bigger club. It was an old A&P grocery store over by Emory University called the Moonshadow Saloon. And this place held like 1,000 people. You know, it was the world's largest lounge, you know. And so Leo Kottke was playing there at the Moonshadow Saloon, and typically their shows, their concerts got over earlier, and then everybody would go over to the Harvest Moon. And so I was playing up there at the Harvest Moon one night, and in walks Leo Kottke, right? So what do I do like a drunken dumbass? I play a Leo Kottke song, and I totally botched it. So I'm going to try to redeem myself tonight here in Sanford, Florida. And I'm going to do my best. And this is a song he did on his very first album called The Sailor's Grave on the Prairie. Wish me luck.
so much, y'all, for putting up with that. So gonna get back into that blues thing for you right now, if that's cool. Give a shout out to the Blues Society in the house tonight. The Blues Societies in America, everywhere, really keep us going, get the word out about shows, you know. A lot of times music like blues and stuff kind of gets lost in the shuffle, no pun intended, and things like blues societies and public radio, you know, kind of keep the word going. And I really appreciate it. That's close enough, I think, right? One summer day, she went away, gone and left me, gone to stay. Now she's gone, I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. All that summer, worked on the farm, had to take Christmas, my overall. Now she's gone, I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Train, gonna leave this town, work done got hard, now she's gone, I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the blues, y'all. Can you dig it? So I'm going to be going all over America. I'm going to take off from Boca Raton, Florida, go all the way up to Seattle, Washington, down to San Diego, to Maine. Yeah, doing my acoustic shows, and it's really nice to be here tonight among some people that kind of get it, you know. Because I would rather play for 40 or 50 people that get it than 10,000 assholes any day of the week, right? But given the fact that I don't get to play for 10,000 people very often, that might be nice to do, regardless of their demeanor. Also, but that's just the way things work out, right? But I'm going to do a song right now. This will be the finale, unless I fake like I'm leaving the stage and come back on, which has been known to happen. But we're going to call this the grand finale, and this is a song done by the Delta Blues musician who recorded in the 1920s and 1930s and then like disappeared. Like, where did Son House go, you know? And so Son House, he did some pretty amazing, back they were 78s then. You know what a 78 is? Yeah, oh, you are my people. And if you drop one of these things, it would break like a dish. I'm hell on a dish, by the way. And anyway, so he recorded in the 1920s and 1930s, and it just like vanished when a lot of his contemporaries there in the Delta moved away to go to Chicago or Detroit and work in factories, you know, and stuff like that. And Son House disappeared when Muddy Waters, of course, got famous, you know, moved up and did his best work up there in Chicago. But so anyway, to make a long story even longer, during the folk music craze in the 1960s, some of the ethnomusicologists were like looking around. Whatever happened to Son House? They wanted to bring him to play like at Newport Folk Festival and stuff like that, like Fred McDowell and Dylan and things like that. And so they went down to Mississippi looking for him, and nobody knew where Son House was, you know, 20 years after he'd stopped recording. And I think somebody said, well, I think he moved away a long time ago. And they eventually found Son House working as a porter on the railroad up in Rochester, New York. And they went up to Son House and they said, are you Son House? And he said, who wants to know? I think he probably thought they were revenuers or whatever. And he goes, yeah, I'm Son House. And they said, well, we want to bring you to the folk festivals, and will you come perform for us? And he goes, well, I haven't even owned a guitar in 20 years. And so those guys in that band, Canned Heat, one of my favorite bands, Canned Heat, they taught him his old music and got him a shiny guitar like this, that which is like kind of thing he would have recorded on, and taught him his music. And Son House lived out his remaining years as a superstar on the blues and folk music festival circuit. Man. So he was definitely rediscovered. So anyway, I'm going to close out the show with a song that I really like by Son House called Death Letter Blues.
I got a letter this morning, how do you reckon it read? It said, hurry, hurry, that gal you love is dead. I got a letter this morning, how do you reckon it read? It said, hurry, hurry, that gal you love is dead. You know I grabbed up my suitcase and I took off down the road. When I got there, she's laying on the cooling board. You know I grabbed up my suitcase and I took off down the road. When I got there, she's laying on the cooling board. Oh, well, I walked up real close and I looked down in her face. Said the good old guy gotta lay here till Judgment Day. You know I walked up real close and I studied her face. The good old gal, she's gotta lay here till Judgment Day. Looked like 10,000 people standing around the burying ground. Didn't know I loved her till they laid her down. Looked like 10,000 people standing around the burying ground. Didn't know I loved her until they laid her down. You know I didn't feel so good until that evening the sun went down. Didn't have a soul to throw my arms around. You know I didn't feel so good till that evening sun went down. Didn't have no soul to throw my arms around. You know I cried last night gonna change my way of living so I won't be crying no more. You know I cried last night and the night before. I'm gonna change my way of living so I won't be crying no more. You know it's hard to love somebody who don't love you. Get no satisfaction, no care what they do. It's so hard to love somebody, somebody don't love you. Ain't get no satisfaction, don't care what they do. I got a letter this morning, how do you reckon it's ready? Say, hurry, hurry, that gal you love is dead. I got a letter this morning, how do you reckon it's ready? It say, hurry, hurry, that gal you love is dead. Thanks and good night. All right. Whoa. Okay. Thanks for hanging in there with me tonight. Putting up with my hollering. No, they're not. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to do, a friend of mine had asked for me to do another song off of my newest album. It's always a good idea if you have an album out to pimp it, you know. So I'm pimping my new record, that's right. I'll let you know that I got some copies of that if you want to get a vinyl or a CD of it. I actually got a new car and I thought, I wonder what the stereo sounds like in this car. So I took Allman Brothers at the Fillmore East out there to put it in to listen to, give it the car test, you know, and got the CD out and was like, where do you put this thing in here? And no CD player. So I went out and sold the new car and bought a 72 Pinto station wagon. Because I am the king of trade down, you know. Actually, I was handed a note earlier that I should probably read. It says, will the owner of a 1974 lime green Pinto station wagon with Alabama plates, will you please move your vehicle? It's a piece of shit and it's embarrassing the nightclub. Maybe I should just stick to music, right? Is there such a thing as a blues rock conversationalist? Anyway, I'll do a song for you off of the newest CD. If I can remember the words, but... I was coming to, 'cause you were coming to town. And it'd been a minute since you darkened my door. It had ended bad. I need to settle the score. My turn to say sorry. That you weren't to blame. Let my love wash over you, just like rain. It's the same old story, seen it time and time again. One more broken promise, leave you twisting in the wind. Let me do my duty. We can make a new start. Let love live forever in our hearts. It may take a lifetime just to ease the pain. Let my love wash over you, just like rain, just like rain, just like rain, just like rain. See you next time, Sanford. I love you. Bye-bye.